What in the blue? Open color.
Alrighty, we can get some practice in. Let me start screen sharing.
Alright. He's live, Leo is.
Okay. Leo, just stream it off the screen share, please. So, sunny day in Indy. 2-mile track is prone to bring some racing, some awesome action.
There's
Saw it last season with NASCAR fan. You got yeeted into the catch fence.
Yeah.
And
Serious wreck for me.
Yep. It's gonna be really fast racing. 200, almost 215 miles per hour going into each corner. As you see, our pole sitter here, Thunder, just on the brink of that top 10, looking for a good finish, trying to get into the chase.
Yeah. It's been a crazy battle of points between him and NASCAR fan.
And other guys as well, like for the wild cards, NASCAR fan trying to get by Moff to get into that final chase spot and with using the wild card, or just trying to have a good finish today and get into the top 10.
3 points separate them two.
And just something to keep in mind, there's been how many races we gone by? This is going to be race what? 15.
15. Yeah.
So
how many races till the chase?
Like 3.
Wow.
This is race 15. Then we got 17. We're gonna start the chase at race 18. So yeah, we got 3 races. It's crazy how fast the season's gone. Really, it is very crazy how fast it's gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, this track is really fun to watch. See already 205, 20 maybe 206 entering the corner.
We'll see some good big wrecks here today. I mean, going back to my wreck, pretty sure it was last season, wasn't it?
Yep.
Sometimes these guys, they'll just send it in, trying their hardest to get their spots because that's what they need to make it around the chase. Oh, it looks like someone had damage.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Where?
Oh no, that's his scheme. My bad.
Oh.
It was the 8. It looked like he had damage. He messed me up. My bad. But yeah, these guys will send it in trying to get all the spots they need, and that'll affect the race really, really bad. Really much.
Hey, Leo, can you send a link to your stream? I want to post announcements.
No, I have it.
Okay. Can you post that announcements and ping everyone if you can?
Yeah. At Fanta Cup series.
Five minutes 40 left on 5 minutes left on the clock. Max Molina currently the fastest time, Daytona winner. I think he's someone to watch on these 2-mile ovals. I think this track is actually 2.5 miles. Yeah, it is 2.5 miles. So I think the long tracks is where Max Molina's strengths are. We only got we have a 41 car field here today. There's him battling Matthew Hill. And Hill, only 11th, trying to break into inside that top 10 and get himself into a chase worthy spot. Not a great start to the season for him, but he's really climbed back and bounced back from all of his misfortunes. He just needs a good run here today. What other stories are there to talk about?
I mean, that 3-point battle for The wild card. That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
problem. Let me go back to points here. That
You put
3 point.
Brickyard 500, by the way, in the announcements.
I'm stupid. Hold on.
Let's check the points.
400. Boom. That's what I'm doing right now.
How about that battle for the points lead? Drifting Strikers by almost 20 points has it, and if he wins the regular season championship, then he gets an extra 5 bonus points entering the chase. So I'd say that that number 1 spot in the points is really up for grabs right now.
Yeah, I say we watch that 40 a lot today to see how good he'll do here. Just trying to extend his lead against the 11 of Panda or Red. But then back all the way in 16th and 15th, 3 points separate the wild card and 16th. Do you think we'll see something that'll affect that today?
I definitely think so.
Yeah.
See, Jessica actually, after having a horrible start to the season, has bounced her way back inside that top 10, along with her boss Kenyon. Same thing goes for Kenyon.
Kenyon's in the chase right now as it stands.
Yep, inside that top 10. Doesn't have a win, but yeah, he is inside the top 10. Both of those drivers have not won in a long time.
Indeed, they haven't.
Hard racing today, as you can see right here. The 25 and the 2 trying to race it around this track.
Commander Brick and Thunder both already have a win this season.
Yeah.
Yep, Brick has been really consistent this season. He's been in the top 10 for, I believe, mostly all the season. He hasn't fallen outside it once.
And then Thunder, I believe, is in top 10 right now. He has that win with the Fanta 600.
Indeed, he does. And one thing I'm gonna like about this racing is that the draft is so strong. You can close up to guys at any point in time if you're just right behind them. As you see, the 25. I don't think he's gonna make a move entering this corner. He's too far back. But drivers like entering turn 4, they're gonna go for it if they're close enough. And that's gonna be the ultimate spot. That's gonna be the difference maker.
We've seen in the shell race, especially, but also the trucks, we will get cautions and pit strategies that will shake the field up. So I'm interested to see how that stuff comes into effect today as you see Thunder, the inside of Brick.
Yeah, Brick almost chopped his nose. Yeah, that's the type of that's what I mentioned. That's gonna be the type of aggression that you're gonna see today.
Thunder trying to keep his car as well in good in condition as he's your pole sitter.
Right about that.
Zevel will be starting on his outside. Where is Zevel? You make a lap yet?
I believe all 41 cars have made a lap. Zevel is he on the track? Looks like he's not on the track right now. But he has made a time, which is trying to find it.
16th right now on the board.
Oh, yeah. Wait, nope. That's Moff.
Well, he was there. Probably got bumped out.
Looks like he is... Oh, he's 26th. The 46.3. This is only happy hour. Qualifying is really the thing that matters, as we have just 55 seconds before we get to the race session.
I'm also looking forward to not only this week, but next week. We get to see some throwbacks at the track. Are you guys excited for that as well?
Oh, yeah. Tons of throwbacks, and they're going to be really good looking on these cars as well.
But we got to get through this weekend at Indy first before we get to that. As currently Max Molina has the fastest time on the track.
Yeah, but it's a tie for second, actually, between Hero and Exo. Exo kind of having a resurgence, but he's really deep in points, so...
He's really going to have himself a good day if he's going to keep himself in chase contention somewhat. 3 seconds left.
2, 1, and 0.
So a happy hour has come to an end.
Just the last 40 seconds to wait for these guys to go in the pit lane.
Some of these guys might finish up their lap.
Yep. And after these 30 seconds, we'll go into the race session where this is where the action's going to happen.
It looks like Max Molina will top the charts in Happy Hour.
Did your game crash, Thunder?
Thunder? Oh,
10 seconds remain. 30 seconds? What? Oh. Yeah.
Nikki, you want to use how to mark?
Alright, I'll be right back.
Alright. One other thing that I want to mention is the points battle going into this race, because it's a pretty tight one for a wild card spot. So currently in the top 20, there are 5 different winners. Those are Moth, Zach, NASCAR fan, Truex fan, and Mark. And right now, Moth and Zach hold the wild card positions, but not by much. NASCAR fans behind by 3, Truex fan behind by 4, and Mark behind by 5.
And someone in need of a good points day today is the 74, chasing after that regular season championship, currently sitting in third, about 20 to 25 points behind Drifting Strikers.
Actually, he's sitting fourth.
Oh, well then, just even more work to have throughout this race. Try and get those points, and try and eat at the lead of that 40 car.
He's also got to get by the 2 MKR teammates of Red Panda and Bailey Parker, who also had him in the points. But as we get ready to go trackside for our race at the Brickyard.
Crown Jewel, boys, let's get at it.
Our 3rd Crown Jewel of the season.
And I gotta say, that 25 already has a Crown Jewel under his belt this season. I wonder if he gets another.
Yeah, there's only one other Crown Jewel winner in this field, and that would be the 3 car of Mark Games, who won the Fanta 500.
What a win that was.
Indeed. Just waiting for Thunder to get back so we can go trackside.
Very historic. Very historic track this is, too. This track opened in, I believe, 1909, something around there. Played host to IndyCar for years and years and years. And now, after 30 years, NASCAR has been here.
No, Thunder, we can't hear you. Sorry I cut you off, Kyle.
I don't even know what I was saying, to be honest. I was like having a stroke.
Yeah, Thunder's just trying to... I guess, yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
We can hear you now.
Okay, good. I was probably from connecting on my phone. Anyways, can I say something though?
Yeah.
While we're talking about all
ahead.
this, I think for those guys in the top 20, they're hoping that this 25 does not win, because if the 25 wins this race, obviously it's a long race, so there's no telling in that. But if he does win this race and gets bumped below the top 10, he has 2 wins, so he's basically locked for a wild card spot.
Well, Thunder already has 1 win. If he wins, then he's still top 10 in the standings. But I'd say 14th through 18th are going to be quite the battle to watch the next few weeks.
Yep, I do agree.
And I wonder how these lanes are going to develop. Indianapolis, usually a 1-lane track. So I wonder on the get-go if this high lane will be able to fend off the bottom lane.
It's going to be hard for them to do that. Obviously, the inside is the preferred line, as it has really ultimately been in Indianapolis.
Yeah, for over 100 years. This This track has raced a similar way. Always puts on a good show, though.
It's a historic event for NASCAR, for IndyCar, and it's also one of the historic races for Fanta.
Yep. 7th annual Brickyard 400.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got. Let's go over the starting grid.
I can do it if you want.
All right, go ahead.
So starting on the pole in the beautiful looking Allegiant Chevrolet, that is Thunder in the 25 machine, and on his outside, just like we saw at Dover, will be Zevel in the Gatorade machine. Then in row 2, we have the number 19 of Dudes Castro Neves, and on his outside, I believe this is his best start of the season, Brandon Beal in the 14. Row 3, we have Commander Brick in that Moneyline Ford, and on his outside, the only multi-time winner this season, Kyle. Then row 4, last week's winner, NASCAR fan in the Busch Light Ford, and on his outside is Floppa in his return. Then round at the top 10 will be Pendray McHarrold in the Trinity Trojans Ford, and Drifting Strikers, your points leader, rounds out your top 10. Then row 6, we have the number 5 of Legends Go to Heaven, and on his outside is the number 8 of Outlaw. Then we have the number 63 Mountain Dew Chevrolet, the defending winner of this race, Landon, and the number 97, his teammate of Connor. Then next row we have David Kreutz in the Wendy's Chevrolet, and on his outside, the defending series champion, Jessica. Next row, her teammate, one of those guys locked in a battle for one of the wildcard spots, Zach in the number 68. And on his outside, the rookie Latvian Menace in the Target Chevy. Next row, the number 65 of Monster, trying to get himself a good run for once, and Hero Dragon in the Hunt Brothers Pizza Ford. Then we have Daniel Voiles in the Alsco Uniforms, number 13 Toyota Camry, and another Toyota to his outside, Quad Kid Boy. Next up, we have another driver locked in that wildcard position, the CB Fabricating Chevy of Moth, and the 46 of Jaden in the Gatorade Toyota.
As they just fire the engines.
Next up, we have Red Panda Racer in the number 11 Wrangler Ford, and Kenyon in the Beamoose Toyota Camry. And it is Slinky in the 3 Cheese Chevy, and Max Molina, the fastest in Happy Hour, number 17. Then King Barnabas in his second start of the season in the 53, and Aiden Walker in the number 93 for Michael Cormentis Racing. Then another driver in the wildcard battle, Mark, trying to get his second crown jewel of the season, and Matthew Hill in the 90. Then we have Exo in the Jordan brand number 32, and his teammate on his outside, Quadruped in the Xfinity Toyota. Then it is Truex fan, another wildcard battle contender in the 56, and Patrick Miller in the Penske Truck Rental Ford. Then it is Nickname in the 28 for Texas Motorsports, and Bias Philly fan for 23-7 on his outside. And then the final 3 spots in the back, we have Bailey Parker in the Celsius Ford Mustang. 2 part-timers this race, Ebenezer in the number 66, and the 82 of Nikki.
Oh, I'm getting butterflies already when we're about to start this race. It's crown jewel. We never know what's gonna happen. Last season we saw a NASCAR fan getting flinged to the catch fence. He returns in this race, starting just rounding up the top 10. Yeah, 7th. But it's gonna be really fun to watch. Gonna be a really fun race. 80 laps, a long one here.
And as we mentioned, not only during the pre-race, but starting grid, 5 drivers battling for a wildcard spot. They all must have a really good race today.
And these are a bunch of rookies this season at a very skill-based track.
Here we go. Pace car hits pit road. Thunder Zevel will lead the field to the green flag.
Here we go. This is what we've all been waiting for all weekend. Coming into the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out. We're racing from Indianapolis.
Thunder gets the better start.
The 25 got a huge jump on that 54. Holding up that outside line now is the 54.
And now there's the 19 of...
Yeah, there's a 19 of Dudes Castro Neves. He's going to look to the inside.
And now the two side of the 54.
Oh, there's contact.
Yeah, now Thunderstruck on that outside. This is not what he needed.
Brick jumps up in front of the 54.
No help for Castroneves right now.
He's going to get the lead, though.
Thunder's trying to fight around the outside of Brick. Looks like he might be clear.
There's NASCAR fan. Last week's winner trying to go back-to-back.
Thunder clears, gets clear of Brick. And we already got a caution.
A caution already.
That's the 45 with damage, and so is the 82.
Well, caution strikes early.
It looks like it happened in the middle of the short shoot of turns 3 and 4. Dudes Castroneves leads him back to the line. Let's take a look at what happened. Looks like the 82 might have been involved.
So is the 45 quadruped, as you mentioned.
Oh, the 45 got spun.
He got turned by somebody.
Looks like it was the 82, actually.
Oh, the 82. Okay.
Oh, he just went up too far and just...
I'm not sure what that was about.
Yeah,
comes right back up in front of him.
Oh.
Into him.
Well, he got his karma, I guess. 45 slid right back into him.
Well, I'm not sure what the 82 was thinking there. I mean, it's really early. There's no need to have that type of aggression on lap 1.
The end of the 45's race. The hard hit.
Oh yeah, big hits for both drivers.
Oh.
It's right on board with the 45. There's nothing he can do, and boom, right up into the 82.
Hard hits all around. Well, that'll bring out your first caution on lap 1.
I mean, I expected cautions, but I didn't expect one this early, especially that far back.
What a horrible start for 23-7 so far.
I mean, 23-7 does have a win. Can't discredit that from them.
The 54 had a horrible restart, and the 45 just got wrecked.
The 54 and the 25 lose 2 spots during that run.
Yeah, to the 19 and the 2.
Yeah, we're going to see all day that the outside lane on restarts, you're going to lose a ton of spots.
Wow, looks like Quadruped's out of the race already.
Man, that's tough for Quadruped. I mean, he's just had a rough season with this new team.
Rough season overall. And it looks like they might be all coming to pit road.
Thing for Quadruped, actually. He's 28th in the standings, so he's pretty much a long shot, but he's still got somewhat of a chance to make the chase.
He's gonna have to do that in 2 races, though. I don't think that's gonna be very likely.
Well, he's gonna need to have 2 good races.
Here we come on to pit road. It's a very tight pit road, so let's see who benefits and who doesn't.
As long as we don't have a wreck on pit road like we did in 2020 IRL.
Yeah. Looks like they're leaving a lot of space for each other, so I'd say this might be a little bit clean.
We'll see when they exit. That's pretty early. The real test.
Pretty early for pit stop, so I'm really intrigued to see what these guys have up their sleeve.
Looks like 2 tires for the 25.
19 of the 2 already out of their boxes, so is the 99.
Topping out on
fuel. I'm not sure why the 25 would take 2 tires this early, but I guess
25 lost a lot of spots right there.
Yeah, because everyone else took fuel. So that's going to shift him back.
The 25 might be playing the long game.
Maybe.
I mean, that could be a smart strategy if you think about it.
Because if you lose that track position now, but have to only take 2 tires later, you gain all that back. This is a track position dependent race.
And he's going to restart 11th.
Man, that's a tough break for Thunder on pit road.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the call was on the box. Luke Lambert on crew chief on the box. I guess he's got something planned up a sleeve, but coming back green. That's going to be Deuce Castroneves leading this race. His uncle Helio Castroneves won at this track. Won the Indy 500
4 different times, actually.
Yep. And here we go. About to go back racing.
So it'll be the 19 and the 2 that will lead the field to green. Zevel in 3rd. Pendre moves up to 4th.
And how about Landon in the top 10? He won this race last season. Trying to go 2 for 2.
We'll see what Landon could do. I mean, he's obviously well known at this type of track. He won here in his first try. But here we go.
Pace car is off. Dudes will lead them back to the green.
See, Castro Neves is trying to prove something. Of course, he's getting booted from the 19 car after this season, if you will.
Yep. Here we go, back green.
Dudes
The
with
same story is happening with the 14. So we're going to have to see how he does, restarting third in the inside lane.
looked like there was an equal start there, but just the top lane
Yep, the outside.
did not get going.
Yeah, the outside is really not the best place to be on a restart.
Yeah, clearly.
I could see it held its ground much better than it did the first restart, but they're still falling back.
AC Zebel behind the 19. He almost won here a couple seasons ago before he got punted by his teammate at the time.
See, Ebenezer 3 wide might not work here at Indianapolis. Oh, almost contact.
It looked like
Ebenezer might clear them both, actually.
Yeah, Patrick Miller trying to side draft.
Ebenezer
17's right there on him.
Ooh.
Ebenezer's going to lift. He has to.
The 17
but the 4 is right there.
The 10 almost chopped the 15. It's getting restarts are crazy, especially in these cars. But it looks like the top 10 is single file.
4 dropped back quite a bit.
Oh, here's the pass for second.
Ooh. I think I saw the
Zebel.
40 and the 74 get into it a little bit in the corner of the screen there.
Maybe.
Looks like no big contact, no wrecking. Deuce Castroneves still leads.
Over Zebel, who moves back to second by Brandon Beal, who's now third. And you see Landon and Floppa, they battle for fourth, and now Floppa's going to drop back to sixth.
Holding up Thunder in the 25.
And you see Floppa's teammate Zach there, and Jessica as well. Monster having himself a really good day, much needed for him.
I think he might get cleared by the 25 here, though. And looks like he will with the draft on the straightaway. Yeah, Monster having a pretty good run as well. How about that?
As I mentioned, he really needs a good run. He's not had the best season, TMS overall.
Now, 5 Hour Energies has 3 of their 4 cars inside the top 10 now.
The only one not in the top 10, I believe, is the 15.
Yep. You got the 26 and 68 and the 55 all right next to each other. Single file.
Now
Mostly
is
throughout the field.
Now is when we're going to see long green flag run.
See, if I were any of these guys in the field right now still, I'd be conserving my stuff. And there you see Brandon Beal to the inside for second.
Yep, trying to get that spot back from Zebel. It's going to start a series of side-by-side battles. Oh, and he gets into him.
Oh, contacting the 14 and the 54.
That's going to give the 19 more of a lead here.
And drop back behind.
The 2 is catching up to both of them, trying to get a 2 for 1, but they sort themselves out in front of them.
Look at this. One side-by-side battle starts a series of side-by-side battles.
And then you see Floppa. He gets stuck behind the 63, and he's going to fall back.
Yeah, the 26 is going to be the big loser out of that.
No, it's 63, I'd argue.
Like we mentioned, the outside is not the preferred line here. It looks like the 63 is going to file in line behind his teammate. But yeah, as we mentioned, the outside is not the preferred line, so you really got to be careful with picking your lines.
Field looking a bit separated.
Yeah, that's how it's going to get, especially during pit stops.
I think that 54 is slowly reeling in that 19.
As long as the 14 doesn't try anything, the 54 will catch him.
Yeah, he's got right behind him, ready to pounce.
And knowing that 14, he will.
And here he goes.
Interesting move to make a pass on the back straightaway or attempt one.
Oh!
He got into him.
These two are racing really aggressively against each other.
You got to keep in mind,
Gene might not be able to take any more contact.
Respect is a big factor in this type of racing.
I'm sure Zebel's one of those guys you don't want to respect on the racetrack. I mean, he's an aggressive driver himself.
Unfortunately, Zevel is not well respected amongst the field. So he's going to get raced poorly. And that's just how it is.
There's Thunder getting around Zach. Landon trying to use Thunder as a pick there to get around Zach.
And you saw the 19 really benefited from that battle for second. And that battle for second is going to continue as Zevel gets towards the 14 again.
The 19 has led almost every single lap so far. He's got a really fast car.
I don't think it's as much as he has a fast car as everybody else has a fast car battling other fast cars behind him.
That is true. That could be a factor. Beal trying to reel in the 19. He's got 2/10 that he needs to gain, but he's also got the 54 right there. The 2's ready to pounce. Looking to the inside. He backed off.
Daniel Boyle's having himself a good day. I noticed he's in the back making a pass.
Yep, running 12th as of last lap. Here comes Zevel. Another fight with Brandon Beal.
And these two are not giving each other much respect, let me tell you.
Yep.
Well, Zevel hasn't tapped Beal like Beal has tapped Zevel. So
Zevel's going to slide job him.
Zevel is showing restraint, and I applaud him for that.
Thunder tried to get to the inside. I believe that's Floppa, but he shut the door on him.
Jessica.
And here comes the 14 again.
Yep, with the crossover.
And Zevel's going to lose even more spots, I think, to Jessica.
Nope, maybe. He cut down right in front of her. A lot of these guys racing hard, but racing pretty respectful.
And I see in the corner of my screen, I see a battle for around, I believe, 13th or so.
I see Zach and Landon battling for position back there.
Yep. Landon's gonna have a run on the outside. Looks like turn 4 is mainly where you can get the biggest runs on the outside.
Now Landon trying. Zach gonna block the 65.
65 moves low. He's gonna send it. Zach gives him space.
Remember, Zach's one of those guys battling for a spot for a wild card. Could not afford a bad race.
Yep. How about that 19 though? He's pulled out for 2.5 tenths, and Beal hasn't really gained much. I mean, he's kind of gained right now, but he wasn't gaining much.
The 19 was about, I believe, 3 or 4 tenths a little bit ago. So this pack of cars has definitely caught up to him. And I think Beal's going to go for the lead in about a lap or two.
Yeah, he's right there. Here comes Jessica and Zevel.
And that is going to make my statement moot, because I think these people are going to start battling up here for second instead of for the lead.
Beal's right behind the 19 now.
And now Thunder's going to go under Zevel. He's going to benefit from that.
Hey guys, I gotta go eat, so just keep an eye on this battle for me. Tell me anything that happens.
Oh, Beal looks to the inside.
Oh, that looked like a little bit of sketchy right there.
Castroneves holds on.
And, we got to talk storyline. This 14 car has had some moments of speed this season, but unfortunately not enough for his team owner, who wants to bring up a newer rookie. Thanks to an agreement between him and Johnny Benson Racing, however, Beal will still have a ride next season in the 47. But a win here would make his career attractive for so many other teams.
I mean, he already has a win. Came at the finale last season.
But Indianapolis, that's a whole new level.
It really is.
And as you can see, Brick under Zevel. Zevel must not have a good car right now. Indianapolis is one of those tracks where if you don't have a good car, it shows. If your car is tight, you won't be able to go low. You'll have to run a middle lane. And if your car is loose, well, you are not going to be able to run fast at all without, putting yourself in danger.
That is true. Seems like Brick dropped back quite a bit. Seen he got passed by the 65, now under attack from the 13.
And this 4-car breakaway here, these are some of the fastest cars. These are the cars you got to look out for all day. If they keep their track position, these are contenders for the win.
I'm not going to argue that, Kyle. They've been probably the 4 best since that restart.
And I am really liking that 14 car. He's been able to pass multiple cars, including the 54. And
if anyone has a chance, it might be him.
I genuinely think... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say that the 65's fallen back.
Yeah. I genuinely think that 14 is going to be the car to beat late in the race.
Yeah, he's got the speed. It looks like he has the same speed that his teammate last week.
Oh, the 19's coming into pit road. So's the 14.
That's going to give the 56 the lead here.
You got to keep in mind, these people didn't take tires. The 25 might stay out.
He did stay out.
And remember what I was saying about track position? If there's a caution, that 25 is going to benefit immensely. So 3 of some of the best cars we've seen all day are down pit road right now.
We'll see what the strategy they have is.
Looks like it's going to be 4 tires. For all of them, yes, it will be.
4 tires. I think the 14 might get the best jump off pit road here.
Yeah, he will. Look at that.
19's right there with him, though. 13, look at that.
A horrible pit stop. Look at that.
19 will lead it off pit road here.
Daniel Boyles gained some spots there.
And you got to keep in mind, that 13 car has not shown that much speed all season. So a good run here will really show off what X Factor Motorsports can do.
In my opinion, I was going to say, in my opinion, I feel like it's growing pains because X Factor is switching over to Toyota this season, obviously. So maybe that's the problem, but we'll see.
One of, I believe, 2 single car operations this season.
There's last week's winner.
NASCAR fan. He's going into pit road.
A lot of people in pits.
I think Castro Neves will cycle back to the lead.
That 14 has no help to get him back up there. Castro Neves might run away with this for right now.
Okay, now we're going to see what the 14 has on the 19. Because the 19 is so
the 55.
Oh, is she going to get lapped? Or no, that's for the lead. She's going to go right ahead of the 14.
I thought the 55
was draft.
I thought the 55 would have actually hung with the 19, but I guess I was wrong.
That 55 has a little bit fresher tires than that 19.
Yeah, I think that's going to work out well for her because Indianapolis is a track with a lot of tire wear.
I see this race coming down to a tires race. Like, I see someone blowing a tire later this race and causing something bad to happen.
And, these tires, under a little bit of scrutiny from certain teams, you might remember last week at Pocono, on, I believe, lap 3, the 74 blew a tire under caution.
Yeah, he did.
Who's leading?
Right now it's Castro Neves after pit stops.
All right.
The leaderboard says I'm leading, but I'm not.
Yeah, you just came out of pit road. All right. Let's go back to where we left off.
So Castro Neves cycles to the lead. Daniel Boyles moves into the top 5. What a run he's having today.
Agreed. Something I've noticed. Something I've noticed. It shifted from 3 Fire Energy cars inside the top 10 to now 3 almost Rebels Racing cars in the top 10. 25, the 75, and the 63.
Yeah, actually, this is the first time I've seen him off in the top 10 all race long. So, kudos to him.
Got a big pit strategy. Gained a lot from it.
Yeah.
I think the 25 pitted later, judging by where he is.
I think no, he can't. He was actually one of the first guys to come in. I think.
Oh.
Connor's in the audience. Just saying.
Okay.
Yeah, that 55 had a really interesting strategy coming down later. And put it right in front of that 14.
Now 14 trying to reel in the 19, who's led a lot of laps, most of the laps.
The 55 right behind.
Yeah, I believe the 55 has the freshest tires.
Yeah, she does.
People in the field.
Jessica hasn't won since Kansas in season 5. Looking underneath Brandon Beal for second.
Having a bit of a down season compared to last season.
Almost contact.
I mean, obviously, Kyle, what you're saying, she is the defending series champion, so very high expectations.
Yeah, having a little bit of a...
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Having a little bit of a championship hangover, in my opinion. I thought she would be winning races by now, but she's struggled.
Well, she didn't win last season.
But still, she's a champion. I expect a lot from champions.
Look at Daniel Boyles. He's reeled in the top 3.
But Jessica has put on a big performance, being so low in points at one part of early in the season to now being in the top 10.
And having a chance to back up her championship.
That would be big for 5-hour energy racing right there.
You see Moth going underneath Thunder. That's for 8th place.
Yep. And then you see 2 Toyotas, the 23 and the 46. 25 to clear the 23.
Zeppel trying to get by Zach for 6th ahead of them.
Yep. So pretty good. So surprisingly, a pretty clean race at Indianapolis, other than the few scuff ups early in the race. Here comes Jessica. This is for the lead.
Yeah, she got by Brandon Beal. Now she's behind the 19 of Castro Neves.
When will she make her move? Not in the turn 1, but she's right there.
2 words, guys. Fresh tires.
That's the key word indeed, Kyle.
She's looking. She just can't get around the 19. 19's doing a good job at defending. Zach's stuck on the outside.
He's going to lose, I believe, every spot in that line of cars.
Yep, he can't get down. He's going to lose, I believe, the spot to the 23 and the 63.
Well, the 63 went behind. No, he's going to go behind to the inside.
Here's Thunder up ahead, in front of Jaden. Whoa! Almost got into the 23.
That was an interesting move by the 23. Luckily, he didn't get turned.
Yep, Jaden slides him in front of Thunder. Thunder's going to cross him over. I'll make it 2 almost Rebels racing cars past him.
23 going to try and go.
Hero and Lafayette Menace are into this battle now.
You see the 11 and the 40 behind. That's the battle for the regular season championship right there between those 2.
Yep, the 2 main contenders. How about Mark up inside the top 20 after starting 33rd? Here's Beal inside Jessica.
Daniel Boyles is joining the battle for 2nd.
Wow.
Is it going to be 3 wide?
Nope.
Come on, Boyles. Make it fun.
Oh, well, Beal in 2nd now, trying to run down that 19 of
the 2 Toyotas behind the 14 battling. That's going to allow Beal to get away.
Nobody will work together to get past the leader, and I think that the winner is going to have to make their passes on pit road.
I think so as well.
It's 1 Ford and a sandwich of Toyotas right now.
And here comes Jessica.
Will Jessica get Beal right here?
Jessica and Beal.
She's clear. Now here comes Wales trying to take 3rd.
Ooh, he's going to benefit from that. He's going to say, ooh, thank you, Jessica. I'm going to take that spot away.
Now Jessica can hunt down Castro Neves.
Man, the Toyotas had the strongest cars in the field today. No doubt about it.
3/10 faster than, 3/10 faster than Castro Neves.
Again, like Kyle said earlier, fresh tires.
Yep. She's right there, ready to make her move. She just has to close up first. We're almost to the halfway point.
Very fast race today. We're seeing speeds of upwards of probably 190 miles an hour and no
Over
yellow.
that, to like 211 probably, 210. Watch this. Watch the speed at the top of your screen.
No lap traffic so far, and we're almost halfway through the race.
Wow, 212, 13, 14.
214.
Yeah, but this is going to be a very fast race if there's no more yellows. Got to keep in mind, though, if there is a yellow, cautions, breed caution.
I mean, remember the truck race? There was a caution that pretty much affected the outcome.
For the lead, the 55.
Here comes Jessica. Jessica to the inside of Dudes Castroneves. She's way faster and looks like she'll take the top spot.
She does.
A champion's move right there. I think it's going to be hard to pass her right back up.
I think
Beal's right behind.
No, yep. He's not. He just had a bad corner right there. Now here goes Brandon Beal.
Trying to get second from the 19.
19.
I'm telling you guys, that 14 is on older tires, but he's still right there. I think he has a really good car.
Oh, he does, definitely.
So then here you have a 5 energy racing car ahead of this group of cars. They have 2 OMRR cars and then 2 23.7 and a Penske car at the end of this. They got another line behind them. Oh, by Billy Fan to the inside of Zevel.
His boss.
And remember, he does have a win this season. That would be a Richmond almost contact.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
Contact.
Here comes Hero. Season 2 champion.
Another past champion right there. Showing his muscle right now.
22 gets by. Here comes the 60 of Zach.
Now, Voiles has passed Beal, so is Castroneves.
Interesting turn of events.
That's what I keep talking about. For the battle for second, they keep fighting for second, letting the leader get away, and they can't catch up before the time they're fighting again. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, that's something that the drivers decide to do rather than. I mean, they're going at such high speeds, and when you have such a big run, you have no other choice but to take it.
But it seems to me that Jessica just has a fast car right now, too.
Oh, yeah, and remember, she is on the fresh tires that we mentioned multiple times before.
Well, no tires are fresh now, but she has fresher tires.
Yep, fresher tires and these 3 cars behind them.
Yeah, those 4 have outpaced the entire rest of the field.
I think the 26 got passed by the 2 OMR cars.
But they seem to be reeling in the top 4 a little bit each lap.
Yeah. It's only a matter of time before we see them coming to pit road again.
I feel like about a little over 20 laps is where we're going to see the next pit stop, like each time.
I think we've almost got to that point. We're almost to the halfway mark as well.
Yeah, so I'd expect some pit stops sometime around lap 40 or later.
Castroneves, I think, is reeling in the 55. Just by, like, about a few hundredths every lap.
And you're right,
Monster.
Right, the pack of cars behind these 4, they were in frame for a little bit. They're catching up.
You see Thunder getting the inside of Moth. That's going to slow them down a little bit.
Thunder very well might have one of the fastest cars in the field. Just hasn't had the track position to show it.
Yep, he has. But he did start on pole.
He's P5 right now. He's leading that group of cars.
Now he's in clean air. Here's Castroneves right to the back bumper of that 55.
Will the freshies help Jessica keep the lead?
We'll see.
I think Castroneves is being assisted by the draft down the straightaway.
Yeah, and you see that 2-car breakaway. They're breaking away from the 13 of Voiles and the 14 of Beal.
Beal
so
to
the
the
14.
Inside. Nope.
The 14 said, "I had enough of you. You're slow. Let me
Oh, I
leave."
think they're coming to pit road.
Yeah, they are. Or
Castanevis is
19
coming.
is.
25 stays out.
75's coming in.
And the 25 is on a different sequence than everybody else. We saw him pit later the first time, and now he's going to do it again. Worked out for the 55, though. So, good work for him.
Now, 25 and the 55, they'll be both on fresher tires with this strategy than the rest of the field.
But what's odd to me is that the 25 lost around 3 positions, while the 55 gained 1 and then took the lead. So it's probably going to be down to the performance of the pit crew itself.
Yep.
And we also saw that with the 54 of Zevel. He lost tons of positions on pit
Jessica's
road.
coming in.
25 is, I believe, as well.
Nope.
No, he's not.
Out.
He's staying out.
Wow, that's interesting.
Looks like
11's going to stay out.
Looks like the crew chief saw what the 55 did and thought to take it to another level.
It's going to try it, see if it works.
I mean, it's an interesting strategy, but it may pay off.
Well, that's what you have to do at Indianapolis. You won't make 5 passes in the few laps you have on fresh tires. So you got to really try and get that on the road.
Red stays out as well.
Red maybe trying to play strategy to try and get ahead of strikers in the standings.
And the
He's got
74
here to the inside of
just
him.
4 positions behind.
I think Thunder's got to come in right now. Here he comes.
He is.
The 21's staying out.
Slinky with a very interesting strategy. I think Kenyon's staying out as well. No, Oh, no, those are the guys that pitted. Never mind.
Now let's see where this 25 ends up. All those guys that were on pit road, they do have their laps back now.
They're just going to have to go around the track again to cycle back through.
2.5 miles, though.
I'd say Thunder has the big advantage because he has he's the number 1 pit box for winning pole.
We'll see.
I think that 34 might benefit a little bit too. He's not that far off from the first pit box.
I think it's going to be a clean stop at the 25.
Right now, I believe it shows the 55 is ahead of everybody that's pitted so far.
Now let's see the 25 comes out.
There's the 25.
There's a 55.
There's the 55.
This could give him second place. Just
no,
like
the 13's right there. There we go. Look at him. Yeah, I think Moth just moved up into third, actually.
That did not work out for the 25 at all. I think he could have merged a little bit more aggressively than he did.
Yeah. Now he's going to lose some more spots.
Yeah, here comes 23, full head of steam.
And more.
But he will have the fresh tires to try and make up some spots.
But he's going to be way back in traffic now.
Yeah, I don't know what that strategy was there.
Well, you got to throw a wrench at that strategy to try and at least do something that might work.
The 21. Oh, the 21.
Is Slinky still oh, no, there he is. So Jessica now has cycled back to the lead. Voil's second, Moth third, Castroneva's fourth.
That 13 is intriguing me.
Look at Moth. He's got a good run down the straightaway.
As next lap will be your halfway point of this race.
Actually, this is the halfway lap, I think, isn't it?
Once they reach the line.
Okay, yeah.
Zach's in that little group now, too.
Zach and Moth, 2 guys that need a race because, of course, they're locked in that battle for the wild card spot. Here comes Moth.
Trying his hardest to get to the bottom of that 13.
See, Castroneves drops to the back of that pack.
They're losing even more positions by that horrible strategy by the crew chief.
Thunder, don't forget to save the race. It's halfway right now. All right.
Oh, 25 gets a tap from the 54.
I don't know what that was about.
Robin's racing, and that shows it.
The 22 and the 7 now. Past champion versus a rookie.
Yep.
And Jessica's still leading.
She's got quite a gap back to Moff, who I believe is about a second behind her now.
Jessica
well,
could
remember
just
what I said
hold
about
off
the
for this
15?
season.
Or the 14? Scratch
Yeah.
that and apply it to the 55.
Very interesting. Midway through the race, but
I genuinely thought earlier the 14 had the fastest car on track. I did not regard the 55.
well, 55 said, nope, you should think about me as well, as she's leading right now.
By 6/10.
You go 1 down the straight. 205, 206, 207, 208, entering turn 3 and 4.
Well, we saw earlier speeds of 214.
The 75, I think, is actually gaining time right here.
He is. And you might remember Las Vegas, the race he won this season, he did it from gaining time just as he is now. And then he passed on the last lap on turns 3 and 4 and won the race.
Of course, we only have one multi-time winner, and who's the guy that Moff passed at Vegas for the win, that being Kyle.
Yep.
Moff trying to join him in that club if he can win this race.
Jessica has been dying to win a race finally.
I mean, maybe it's about that time. It's been 2 seasons almost.
That 75 is gaining, though. You can tell.
Here comes Zach on
Yeah.
Daniel Royals.
Gained a whole 10th that lap, that 75.
And the 75 is sniffing the draft of that 55 right now as well. That's why he's catching up.
But do you think we'll see another wreck, you guys?
I mean, we
I
haven't
think
seen a wreck
so.
since the start, but it's really unpredictable.
Possible.
With how these people are banging on each other and using each other to turn their cars, I think it's going to happen. I think someone's going to get spun around and turned.
When do you think that bump is the last bump you should give? Like, any
Now,
one of these bumps can result in a bad ending, as Moff's still gaining.
Yep. 2/10 as we look back here.
I'm a fan of
three-
aggressive. I like aggressive drivers who will do anything they can do to win. So I'm A-okay with this bumping.
How about
So-
Mark, who's started 33rd, has broken his way inside the top 10?
Another driver that needs a good race is that 3 car, and he's having himself a good one here today. 65 right behind him in 11th. They have a past relationship, obviously. Monster used to drive for Mark's team.
This is actually the last race, the last season. This marked the last race before Monster moved over to Texas Motorsports in the middle of the season. And the 55 still leads by 2/10. 7 looking underneath the 23 here, coming to 30 to go once we hit lap 51.
Very aggressive race being ran here.
Yeah, we got multiple cars in a pack here.
working together, it looks like.
As soon as you said that, the 65 goes for the move on the 3.
Trying to get himself back into the top 10.
Thunder to the inside of Hero. Has to lift.
Tried to get to the inside of the 3 as well, I think, but didn't really work out for him.
Oh, the 55 gains on the 75.
Yeah, 55 is holding the lead. The 75 looks like he's kind of dropping off now.
Maybe
65
trying to back up to the car behind him. Trying to get a good move here.
I think the 65 has a strong car. I mean, he's in traffic right now, obviously. He's far off of the lead, but I think he might have a car capable if we get something to happen.
Yep. And now I think we might be coming, maybe, in maybe like 15 laps, we might be at the next pit cycle.
Maybe.
65 going to the inside the 26 there, going for 9th.
Slicing and dicing his way through, slowly but surely.
Catch the fire church on that car. Beautiful looking scheme as well.
The new primary over there for him.
Yep. Going to the inside of the 23 maybe. He's
P8
on
right here, maybe.
Yeah, he's on a roll. Thunder to the inside of Hero. He tried this move in turn in the same corner, but he couldn't get it done. If he can't complete this pass, he might be in big trouble. I think he's going to do it, though. He's going to have the inside of the turn 1. And he's going to take the spot, it looks like. Yep. Striker's almost into Jaden. Thunder up to 12th. Now Zach is putting big pressure on the 75.
Seems like Moss kind of fallen off since he was running down Jessica earlier.
Might have pitted early, and that might be the consequence. Older tires. Zach right there. He's probably he's got to make his move in turn 1. Here he goes. Now it's going to be a 5-hour energy racing 1-2. They've been resurging as a team through the later part of the season. If they get a win today, it would be big for them.
I mean, Zach already has a win. He's practically already in the chase. He just has strong runs the next 2 weeks after this week. He's practically running for a championship.
Yep, I agree. And here comes Bias Philly fan to the inside of Monster. Monster clears him on the outside. A lot of speed showing from that 65 here today. Looks like some guys are pitting.
23 looks like he will. The 3 as well.
And did any of the leaders? Looks like Moff and Zach came onto pit road.
Some guys staying out by the looks of it.
None of the leader. Not the
Jessica
leaders,
stayed
though.
out again on that same strategy.
65 stayed out. The 7 stayed out as well.
I was going to say this earlier in the race, but it looks like we haven't seen it. But I was expecting at least one wreck coming to pit road, but I guess we haven't got that.
I mean, there was a wreck. I believe it was in the truck race where they were exiting pit road, so there's also that possibility too.
Thunder staying out again on the same strategy as he used before.
I think
Jessica's
the
staying out
55's
again
coming in.
as well.
Oh, never mind. The 2 Wonder Bread cars confuse me.
Yeah. There's the 8 coming in. 75 is out. Now it's going to be a tight pit exit. Once these guys merge up the track.
65 is reeled in the 7. That's the battle for second right now, at least.
Yep.
14 to 13. Ooh.
Oh, boy. Yeah, they got really close there. Looks like big stack up coming on pit road.
Quite a few takers this time.
Yep, that's a lot of drivers.
Even the leader comes in, Jessica.
Yep.
Slinky stays out again, it looks like. So does EXO and NASCAR fan.
Oh, Connor's got damage.
Oh, Connor.
Oh,
That might be a caution.
Wait, we gotta see what it is for first. Did he have an incident coming off pit road?
Maybe. No, it wasn't on pit road.
Oh no, it was.
Oh, he got turned into the outside wall.
He got crashed. That's his driver.
The 28 just hooked him.
Oh my god, what a hit!
Nickname just wrecked his own boss.
And the officials haven't thrown a caution for that. The game hasn't thrown a caution for that. Wow.
I mean, we saw something like this as well when EXO flipped in the truck race, and now this. I don't know what the officials are on this weekend.
Wow.
But Connor, that was a hard lick into the outside wall.
And if they want to throw the caution, then we're gonna do it after all the cycles out.
So we're still waiting on the 21, the 32, and the 10 to come to pit road.
Yep.
In order for that to happen. Yeah, I don't know what Nickname was thinking right there.
Yeah, that's really strange. 25 is going to lose another spot to the 22, of course.
So the three leaders that we're waiting on, they came into pit road, the 10, 32, and the 21 as well.
25 has not had good pit exits.
They're three wide coming off pit road right here.
Looks like Thunder's going to go through.
Trixfan kind of backed out of that one. Kind of wise on him.
Now they're going to be up to speed. And who's leading this one?
I think Moff's ahead. Yeah, Moff's ahead right now.
Yeah, Moff got the lead.
So once this all cycles through, Moff will be the leader when they come to the caution, if they throw it.
Oh, there is a caution. Caution is out.
There it is now. The
Looks like
74 with huge damage.
Yeah, it looks like for a separate incident with the 74, big damage to the back end.
Well, we're finally going to get that caution that everyone wanted to see.
Yep. That's going to shake up everything.
But it's another rough weekend for the 74, and it's not what he wanted, that's for sure.
Nope. Looks like he got turned in turn 4. Looks like the 93.
The 93.
Oh, he just straight flat dumped him.
I don't know what the 93 was thinking right there. I don't know what the 74 did to him at all, but
I don't know. Something must have been brewing on track before that for that to happen.
unless...
Oh, no, he was coming off pit road. Kyle came off pit road right there. And then Walker looks like he had a lot of momentum, tried to point to the inside and got him.
Yeah,
That's going to bring out the second caution for a separate incident, not involving the 97.
I mean, we were going to get a caution either way, but yeah, that's very interesting.
Yep, I agree.
So now Moff, by strategy, is now the leader under this caution.
And that's going to be a huge benefit for him. 28 is a lap down now. I don't think Connor's going to be too happy with his driver for that.
Yeah, I don't blame him either. I don't know what 28 was thinking right there. 74 not too happy with the 93 over the radio. I'm getting the communications right now.
Yep. Well, that opens the wild card up for basically everybody. Now, do they come to pit road?
I mean, they did just pit.
Yeah,
so
I don't think they are. Yep, everyone's staying out.
Kind of figures. But I'd say this also is kind of a benefit for the 21, the 32, and the 10. Those three stayed out. They're back in traffic, sure, but they're on the freshest tires out of everybody.
Yep, this is gonna be a very aggressive restart, I believe. We're coming to almost 20 to go, and this is gonna throw it up for everybody. But second caution comes out on lap 58 for an incident between the 93 and the 74. And wow. Yep, and I'd say even if during this caution, the chances for a big one are very likely. But the 28 will get the free pass, and the 97 is another car that's retired along with the 45. 74 looks like he's going to continue.
Even with all that damage.
Yep. But still, basically it's still basically anyone's game.
Some very, very interesting top 10. I feel like a few names we don't talk about much of are up there. We got Jaden, who's had a very rough season. Yep. 65 Monster, obviously having a career day this season, at least. Mark's up there battling for a wild card position. Really anybody's race.
Yeah, I do agree. And the wild card spot is separated by 3 points, and right now, it looks like Mark would have it.
Well, you'd have one of them. Moff right now is the other guy battling for a wild card, so it looks like he might have it. If he wins, he would definitely have one with his 2 wins.
But then you have Zach in third, trying to make something happen.
So Zach and Moff are both trying to get their second win of the season, pretty much guarantee their spot into the chase. So there's that, but Mark's also there too, so yeah, it's going to be very interesting.
We're going to have 20 to go, I believe, on the restart. Yes, we will.
7, oh yeah.
Yeah, they're faster than the 28, who's a lap down.
He's going to get the free pass, though, under this caution.
Please don't get stuck behind him.
23, it looks like, will be.
Oh,
I was holding up to 21.
Never mind.
Okay, they got by. Perfect.
Yep.
Now they gotta go catch up to those guys up there.
Yep, everyone's gonna scoot through. Oh, not everybody.
Oh, what the 28's doing. Kind of trying to hold up the back of the field, it looks like.
I guess so. Now he's blocking the 5.
And the 2.
But we're about to go double file, so they better hurry up. Here we go.
They're going to start going double file right here. And if I were Jessica, I'd just be focused on this restart, because that outside lane, not the best place to be for a restart.
Yeah, she's got to get down. I mean, the only place she can fight on the outside is turn 4, in my opinion. Here we go. Pace car's off. Coming to 20 to go once we take the restart.
Moff, Jessica, Zach, Latvian Medicine, Brandon Beal, your top 5 as we go back to green.
I think those guys in the back, they might Kyle Busch the restart, but I'm not sure.
We'll see. Here we go.
Flag.
Jessica with a great launch on the start.
Yep, she's going to get past Moff.
Here we go. This is where it gets dicey.
Yep, turns 1 and 2.
Jessica clears the 75 as they go to turn 1.
Now Zach Sauce into 3rd. Brandon Beal 4th.
Mark up to 5th. How about they're flipping. They're wrecking in the back.
That's Slinky.
The 21's upside down.
Flipping several times and still flipping as
the
he
11's caught up in it
on his roof.
I also saw the 19 was collected in there.
Oh,
One
yeah,
of the
he
dominant
was.
cards of the day.
Wow.
Well, we wanted to see some more Rex.
Unbelievable.
We got one of our first bigger Rex.
Wow.
And
Unreal.
I cannot believe this, man.
We knew it was going to get dicey on the restart, and, well, it happened. 74 with even more damage.
I think his race has to be over.
Let's take a look at what happened here. I'm not sure because it started further back. Oh, wait, no, it started right here, actually. The 21 dives below the 19, making it 3 wide. The 19 looks like he comes down, pinches the 21, hooks the 11, and then at that point, there's nowhere to go. Hard to the wall. The 11 actually flipped, and the 21 also got sent upside down. The 11 lands on all fours, but Slinky continues to flip. And lands on top of Patrick Miller.
God. Oh! That 28 also involved. So is the 82 of Nikki.
Forgot to give his lap back, so I will do that after this comment.
Well, that's if he continues.
Yeah. Looks like he did. But caution is out once again. Now, this shakes up everything.
Do we see pit stops? I mean, it's better safe than sorry.
Let's see if they pit.
We'll see. We're getting near the end.
Looks like they are coming to pit road.
Oh, they are coming in. Okay, this is going to be interesting.
Here they come. And there's going to be more cars out of the race, undoubtedly. Oh, the 28 has more damage. Oh, looks like the 2's got damage. Might have been a stack up under caution.
Probably.
Here's Jessica in. This is probably going to be the money stop if we go green the rest of the way.
All the way to the end, yeah.
Let's see how many. Let's see what the strategies are. Bill looks like he's taking fuel only.
Jessica wins the race off pit road once again.
Looks like Thunder's being held in a long time. There he goes, finally. $28 big damage. I think the 28's going to pit here.
Probably. He's going to have to get out of the way anyway.
Yep. Kyle's out. Looks like nickname's not out yet. Not officially. He's still 1 lap down. Now it puts 32 cars left in the race. 33. And I don't think this is the end of it yet.
No, not at all.
Let's see if Moth can get a good launch on the restart. Put himself in the same position that Jessica did.
If anything, I think we see more wrecks.
Yep. Here we go. Jessica's going to be leading them off. More restart action coming your way.
15 to go when we get the green flag.
And like we said before, I don't think we're done with Rex. Not yet.
Oh, we're not done with Rex yet, I'm sure. Pace car turns into pit road. We're about to go green once again.
And here we go. Jessica, Moff, top 2. Green flag. Moff didn't get the start he wanted.
But he's hanging with Jessica on the outside.
Again, the outside lane just doesn't go.
Looks like Jessica might clear Moff after turn 1, and she will.
Yep. Got Zach behind her.
Teammates. Brandon Beal trying to get third now.
Yep, Beal trying to get third from Moff.
Zevel behind. The inside is really starting to train that outside lane pretty well. Top 2 look to be pulling away.
Yep. But Zach is right there. He's trying to go for 2 wins of the season. 14 different winners.
If Zach wins, he's pretty much guaranteed a spot in the chase. Jessica's trying to secure herself a spot if she wins today.
Yep. Zevel's still in 4th. He's also hanging back there as well as Brandon Beal.
2 other guys that are looking for a win.
The gap, 700ths. Between Zach and Jessica. Jessica looks like she got a better corner, but Zach is better on the exit.
14, I believe, might have draft. He just needs to stay close.
Yeah, I do agree. Oh, looks like the 14 got shuffled out.
He did. Moff's going to go to the inside. Zevel clears him for third.
Coming to lap 69.
Between Zach and Jessica right now for the win. 2 teammates.
Zach looks like he got a better arc. He's going to have a run in the short shoot. Can he do something in turn 3 and 4? Looks like he took a high line.
I think Zach's trying to get the run on the top on the straightaway.
Lap 69. Here we go. Jessica still leading by just over a 10th. Looking back here. More battles. Quad Kid Boy against Monster. Thunder against Outlaw. More guys jockeying for position.
Every position matters, especially this late in the season.
This late in the regular season as well. Thunder clears Outlaw. He's going to take over. Looks like that's the 11th spot.
Yep, that is 11th that Thunder just got. 10 to go. Next time by for Jessica.
Yep. Zach's right there. It's going to be hard for him to make a pass. He's trying to use the middle line. But Jessica has such a strong car.
Zevel's starting to close in the gap a little bit, you see.
Yep. 2 cautions in this race. Been very aggressive. Some big wrecks. But it all comes down to this. Who's gonna engrave their name into the Brickyard 400 winners?
10 more laps. Jessica trying to hold off her teammate.
Yeah, I think Jessica's got a big advantage here. Zach's in dirty air. Andy's also got the slower car. Here comes Moff for third.
Gonna get by the 54.
Yep. Try to move Zevil out of the way to get that spot. Now Zevil's stuck on the outside.
How about Jaden having himself a great day? He's up to 4th now.
Yeah, and he's below the 30s in points. Here's Mark to the inside.
Mark also needing a good race. He's up here battling for a top 5.
Boyles to the inside of
Brandon Beal.
Brandon Beal, yeah.
Monster trying to block the run Thunder has on him.
Yep. Quad Kid Boy looks like he's going to go to the inside of Brandon Beal. They're 3 wide almost.
Oh, this is not going to end well for somebody.
That got really tight. Now Thunder to the inside. He's in the top 10 now. After restarting 21st. All these guys trying to get as many spots as they can to increase their chance of getting into the chase.
Barking passed by the 65 now. Monster might get him here out of turn 4 if he's got the run.
Thunder's joining this as well.
Where's Thunder going to go? Is he going to go outside? He's going to go inside? Is he going to force it?
He looks like he's going to try and stay to the inside.
65.
He's got to get down.
He's going to get by the 3. That's for 7th place.
This is definitely a run that Monster wanted and needed. But Zach still holding back by about 17 what's that, 170 thousandths.
The only non-Toyota in the top 5 right now is that 75 sitting in 3rd in the middle of it all.
Mark dives to the inside of Monster.
Very aggressive move by the 3. He really wants that spot.
Thunder sitting back. Now here comes the 8 of Outlaw.
He might go help his teammate. Outlaw, of course.
Sorry.
I was going to say, Outlaw, long shot to make the chase, but he's going to try and help his teammate to help him make it in.
EXO against Thunder. This is a battle for, I don't know, 13th. Oh,
EXO
moves his way to the inside.
Very aggressive move by the 32.
25's going to have a run on the outside on the 23 here. Will it be enough to clear him? Believe it will.
5 to go. Next time by.
And Jessica's still pulling away.
Moff is caught in the top 2.
Six to go.
Pretty much anybody's race between Jessica to Moff. Unless Devil and Jaden could somehow catch them.
Here they come. Through turn 4. Zach looks like he's still falling back. Moff is trying to get Almost Rebels racing 2 Brickyard 400s in a row.
Jessica's trying to break her winless drought.
Moff reeled Jessica in by a 10th. Zach still falling off.
Five laps. Moff surrounded by a bunch of Toyotas right now.
Yep. 4 Toyotas make up the top 5. Here comes Moff. He's right there on the 68.
Moff, he's got to have to make his move right now. He's looking.
Couldn't get there. He's right on the back bumper, though. He's got a way faster car than the 68 does.
He's probably going to wait till they get to turn 1 to try and get to the inside.
He can't do it. 4 to go. Moff's got to make his move.
Stuck the 8.
That's the only thing that's separating him, but for the 55.
If I were Moff, I'd want to make my turn in the corner. So that way I can get by him easier. Here he comes.
He's going to have to send it in.
He's going to.
But can Zach fight back? Moff's gonna send it in to get past him. He's gonna do it.
Moff to second. Now he's got to run on the 55.
This is gonna help the 55 on getting away.
Moff's got 3 laps. Moff's got 3 laps to run her down.
Devil moved up the racetrack by Jaden. 3 to go.
Boyle's trying to contend for a top 5. Moff is going to have to run clean and smooth laps.
Moff trying to chase down Jessica, the defending series champion, trying to bring home a Brickyard 400.
Moff trying to get two in a row for OMRR.
I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do it. He's got a lot of ground to make up in 2 laps.
2 laps to go. He's going to have to do his best.
Yep. Once we hit the white flag, the next flag will end the race. Jessica still holding strong.
Moff's going to have to... I don't think Moff can catch.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Actually, he's reeling her in. 3-horse race for the win. Coming to the last lap. Moff trying to send it in deep through turns 3 and 4.
They're coming to take the white flag right here.
White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. Next flag will end the race. Whether it be the caution or checkers. Here's Moff down to turn 1. I don't know. I think Jessica is very strong. I think she can hold on to this. But Moff is trying to drive his you-know-what off.
Back straight away. Final time.
He's got to send it in this corner.
He's too far back. I don't think he can do it.
He's trying. It's not going to be enough. Coming through the final corners. He's going to have 1 last shot.
It's not going to work, I don't think.
Not enough. Jessica, out of turn 4. She's going to win the Brickyard 400. And break that very long winless streak.
Your champion from last season wins it.
Wow, what a victory for 5 Energy Racing and Jessica.
Her teammate...
That team has been on a very big resurgence.
Her teammate, 3rd. I got the, I'll do the things for you.
Alrighty, well, wow, what a win for Jessica. Brickyard 400 brings home a crown jewel.
I have from 1st to 28th right now for results.
And just about 1/10 of a second was the gap between the top 2.
Oh. I'll be right back.
My bad. I accidentally joined my phone again. Jesus. I've been making that mistake a lot. But anyway. Wow. Say look at the last lap. Jessica has just been so strong all day. Been one of the dominant cars. Jessica had a really good race. Led a lot of laps.